Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be How Will the Divine Bless You? So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which card has a message for you. We have group number 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi group 1. So for this group, how will the divine bless you? I feel very strongly that for this group you've been liberated from a karmic cycle or a karmic pattern. When I say liberated, I do feel this is also a reflection of the work that you've done internally to liberate yourself and to kind of set yourself free. But there's a huge ending of a karmic cycle, karmic pattern, maybe even for some of you, certain karmic connections or people that were coming into your life. And it's creating, I want to say, a 180 or a ripple effect in the physical world. For those of you who have struggled with lack, or face certain karmic challenges or patterns around finances and money, you can see that changing here with the Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles. I see you becoming more abundant, or there's blessings for you around your financial sector, around your career as well. But I feel with the Lovers and the Ace of Coins, the financial blessings could come through a new opportunity or through the divine guiding you and blessing you with a new path. So again, it could be like a job offer, it could be a business idea. I feel like there could be something new on the horizon as it pertains to work and career that is creating a big shift in your financial status, or it will be creating changes and a shift in your financial status moving forward. But with the Tower, the Devil, and Death, it makes me feel like there's been such a big ending in your life, and especially with this paradigm shift, such a big ending, or it's like what has been is completely done for you. You may be feeling like I don't know how to explain this. It's like who you've been up until this point, it's completely gone. You may feel like a completely different person, or your life is going to change so drastically that who you were or what you experienced previously is gone. And with the Tower, the Devil, and Death, I really feel as though Spirit is saying like this is like a blessing that may be uncomfortable while it's happening, because with the Tower as well and this Lovers, I'm talking about this new path for you. It's a new life path in general across the board, but specifically around work, career, finances. And I feel as though, you know, that could come after an ending or after something closing out, or you may have this period where you kind of feel disconnected from a lot of the aspects of your old self, your old life, and you're in this transition phase. So it may be a little bit uncomfortable while you're shifting timelines, or while, you know, certain aspects of your consciousness are being shed. I'm hearing as well, make sure you go with it and you release this energy. Because what I feel for this group is your vibration has changed very drastically through certain karmic lessons, especially with the Devil and Death. I feel like you've already been through many cycles of rebirth and transformation during this phase, but it's almost like now you're ready. It's almost like shedding old skin completely, where now you're ready for the new. And I feel, again, this is across the board, but specifically around your finances and your career and life purpose. I see you feeling as well a lot more aligned and secure, because either what you're doing or what you're about to come into, what you will be doing, feels more aligned with you authentically, feels more aligned with your soul. You may feel more abundant in this phase of life, and it's creating as well like this ripple effect in regards to security, especially mental and emotional security. I also feel some of you are going to be realizing just how strong you've become, or not just strength. Strength is one aspect, but it's like you've cultivated so much wisdom. And I kept hearing freedom when I saw this 9 of Pentacles as well. So the other way the divine is blessing you is with greater freedom. That could be freedom of schedule. It could be more freedom to travel or shift your life in a way that feels authentic. For some of you, I'm hearing you were stuck in a karmic pattern or certain karmic beliefs or relationships that had these same thought systems circling back around. or had you feeling almost as though you were stuck in like Groundhog Day, where you couldn't kind of break through, or, you know, you kept experiencing the same type of people, the same type of situations. I'm also hearing clarity is coming for you. I feel for this group, you're able to see a lot more clearly and see the path ahead, see the direction you need to take. So if you were feeling as though, I want to say either a little ungrounded or uncertain, that's shifting for you as well. Whereas now you know what your path is, you know what feels right for you, you know what feels aligned, and you're able to move ahead with that. I keep hearing strength and perseverance. So again, the divine is blessing you with this, but this is also because you chose to grow through the past cycle, right? Because you chose to grow or overcome certain difficulties or karmic lessons. And it's like the level of strength, I'm getting powerhouse energy. The level of strength and perseverance you have, it's almost this energy where you're unshakable. Things can't sway you. You're very committed and you're very focused on your goal, on your target. And again, I feel like it is because of certain difficulties or certain challenges that you've faced and overcome. I also feel with the devil and death, it's like the divine is blessing you in a way that you've overcome fear and you've overcome insecurity. And that's adding to this unshakable energy. I feel like that's going to bless your career and financial sector, because you're no longer the voice. I'm seeing like nagging voices in your mind, right? Like self-doubt, or the things that stop you from doing what you love or doing what will bring more joy, more abundance into your world. Like they're not active for you anymore, right? Like you've managed to overcome those feelings, those emotions, those energies, and that's having a ripple effect as well when it comes to moving forward. With 9 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles, I just see you reaching your pinnacle as well when it comes to confidence, self-worth, even enjoying your own company. If in the past you were someone, like you've had periods on this path where you've had to leave people behind or go it alone, I see you being really either comfortable in your own presence or feeling just really good about yourself, really good in your own skin. And that's radiating. You're having this aura of power, magnetism, confidence. And we have surrender. Release misaligned energies, retune to your truth. I'm hearing just surrender and go with this process, because again, there could be some growing pains as this is unfolding. And with that Tower, some of you may have like quite a drastic ending or many endings where there's certain frequencies that you're shedding or letting go of to move into or onto this new path. You also have initiation. You have deep trust, deep healing, a reconnection with all. I feel like you've been through many initiations and you're coming out the other side. But with deep trust sitting on the Tower, I'm getting right now, it's like the divine is reassuring you that what is happening is aligned. And even if it looks a little shaky, you're actually being led to a really solid foundation for yourself, especially those of you who have felt shaky with your finances or your financial sector. And this energy, I feel like, is extending into 2025. I feel like there is a lot greater abundance coming in for you. You also have I am presence, light body activation, accessing the divine within. Again, your frequency has really changed, right? I also feel with I don't know if I said accessing the divine within or accepting, but with accessing the divine within, again, there's this sense of flow. I feel like you've let go of any resistance, or you have cultivated, because it's sitting on the Devil card. It's like as you've let go of fear, you're more accepting of the divine. You're more accepting of the energies that flow into your life, not in a way where you're lacking discernment, but more so that you're allowing the divine to move with you. That trust, and it's like dancing with spirit, dancing with the divine. You're trusting that flow state. You're trusting how things come to be. You also have Akashic Stargate. aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. And that's what I was saying. It's like you have crossroads here in the Lovers, and then that Ace of Pentacles that leads to all this prosperity. So for many of you, there is a new either job offer, a new opportunity on the horizon. There's something new that brings in greater abundance, brings in greater success and stability. And that's what the divine will be blessing you with. You also have Wonders with the Lovers. I also think you're being blessed with the unknown. I know that doesn't always sound like a blessing or feel like a blessing, but it's like you're being released from any pattern of the past, any toxic relationship of the past, anything that held you in place is gone. Like I keep getting the mind being freed on a mental level. So for some of you who were either plagued with self-doubts or energies that were, not conducive to your own well-being internally, but also, memories of the past. When we have certain experiences or we were in a toxic relationship, for example, and those memories keep activating, right? Where they kind of disturb our peace or they just lead to negative energy or negative vibration. You're letting go of that. You also have Wisdom. Yeah, you've cultivated so much wisdom through this previous cycle or cycles, I want to say, because for this group, I think you've been through a lot of karmic cycles. It's also an end of karma is what I'm hearing. Yes, you'll keep learning and growing, but there's a sense of those harsh lessons have ended. Those more painful or sticky situations, those energies that can be very, draining, right? It's like an end of toxicity in all ways, not just physically, but also mentally. Your mindset has completely changed. You have inner child, innocence, self-awareness. Can you see how both these cards, the being is see-through? You're going to feel light as a feather, right? You're going to feel, because I'm seeing someone who just feels like a light body. Your vibration has risen so drastically that you're going to see the effects of that in all areas of your life, right? Like it's going to be very apparent to you in, yes, how you feel. Like you may be feeling better physically, because I'm getting someone that's feeling a lot lighter. It's almost like all these karmic energies have been taken off your energy field or out of your aura, and you can travel and move around. I'm seeing someone who can skip and dance and be very free-spirited, and that comes into that freedom I was getting with the Nine of Pentacles. And you also have dragonflies, which for me also symbolize freedom. So for some of you, you're being released karmically from, and this could be even like a work situation, beliefs about money, certain karmic people or settings that were draining to you. And look, you have Sword of Truth, freedom, warrior of light, stop holding yourself back with Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, this new opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles could have been something that you wanted to go for or take or build for some time. And it's like with stop holding yourself back, there could have been limiting beliefs or fearful beliefs that you had or held that were, I want to say, obstructing your movement or making it difficult for you to move ahead. And it's like now there's this confidence, like look at that steely determination. There's no self-doubt. There's no fear that can pull you back. Some of you have overcome, and what you're being liberated from is a karmic pattern of, yes, doubting yourself, but fear of being seen or fear of putting yourself out there. And that's shifting for you as well. So you have the inner sense. Today, as I quiet the noise of my mind, I become aware of the voice of my heart. I listen closely to my inner voice. I trust myself and develop confidence in my intuition. My inner truth is divine truth. I allow it to influence and guide me every day. Exactly. And look at this person like flying high toward the sun. That's what I'm seeing. You're going to feel like you're flying. Some of you, it's a long-standing dream that's coming true around work, career, your purpose. But it's coming because of this shift in your confidence and your ability to really, be present and be aligned with this. Remain in the light. Today I observe, I take time to think calmly and wisely, and I go forward with complete confidence, knowing I will succeed. No matter what happens today, I will remain in the light. I will maintain my faith and my equilibrium. In this way, I nurture my soul and become a strong and steady representative of the light. They're literally all the words I used before these cards came out. Confidence and strong and steady. That's exactly what I'm getting. It's like unshakable, right? But it's very strongly linked, I feel, for some of you to career, to your dreams, to finances. I think for some of you, you will be reaching a financial status that is beyond what you dreamt of, right? And I feel for many of you, it's doing what you love, or it's something that gives you, do you know when they say when you do what you love, you won't work a day in your life, or you won't feel like you're working? That's what I'm getting. So for some of you, this could be like a dream job, a dream business, or there's freedom of schedule and you having more freedom and power in this role that enables you to feel a lot lighter of spirit. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 2. So how is the divine blessing you? I just heard coming out of the storm and reaching solid ground. If you felt like you've been, and again, I feel like this could have been like an energetic storm, or certain energies you were purging or processing. But there's a sense, especially emotionally or around that heart chakra, but there's a sense of you having let go of a lot of frequencies and energy. And now you're more fully grounded, I want to say, in the light or in Christ consciousness. Essentially, your consciousness has elevated. And sometimes when we are in that process of growing or expanding our consciousness, there can be certain challenges or tests or initiations along that path. So I feel for this group, it's like you've reached the other side, or you're at a point now where your energy is a lot more steady and you're feeling really steady and grounded within yourself. I feel like, again, I just heard emotional purge. So I feel like there could have been certain emotions you were releasing, or there could have been some intense energies that were coming up emotionally or from the past that you've now let go of. And I see you I'm also seeing more peace coming toward you, more stillness, because with Christ consciousness and this Empress in prayer, for some of you, you may, for example, when we're going through intense emotions and it can be difficult to meditate or to cultivate our spiritual practice. For some of you, if you felt like you weren't giving as much energy to your spiritual practice, I see that shifting. And I feel as well, you're going to be feeling again more connected with the divine within you, with source within you. It's like you've purged emotions from the heart chakra, and it's like now your natural state or disposition is in that realm of joy, love, bliss, peace, higher frequency emotions. Now that will have a ripple effect on all areas of your life, but right now I feel like that is going to be the most beautiful thing, is your connection with the divine. The connection with the divine and also yourself. For some of you, you were healing wounds around the heart chakra or wounds from the past that I'm hearing with 7 of Wands. It could have left you on defense, because I'm also hearing restoration of trust. It could have left you on defense, or it could have led you to withhold love from self. Do you know when sometimes another can treat us poorly, we can internalize that energy or those beliefs? So it's like you're shifting how you hold yourself, like your relationship with yourself, the self-love, the self-compassion, kindness, even self-care is going to be next level. You're just radiating. I'm seeing pink as well, the color pink, which for me is like higher heart chakra energy. So I'm getting a very nurturing, nurturing self-love, self-care, just being in a really high vibration. And it's I'm hearing after what you've come through, it's going to feel so beautiful. With strength, I feel like your connection with Source and God is becoming as well unshakable. If in the past you had any doubts or uncertainty, lack of trust at times, it's like you can hear God, or you can hear Source or the angels or your spirit guides. Your psychic senses and abilities are strengthening, which is also creating or having this flow-on effect within you and within your life. Do you know when we have peace of mind as well, all our life feels more stable. We feel more stable in general as we move through the world because of that peace of mind. I see that for you as well, where you're feeling a lot more grounded, a lot more stable. There's a sense of well-being as well, where you feel good in your own skin, or you feel good within your own body. You may find as well, like this holiday season for you is very nurturing. There's something, I keep getting this soothing energy, right? And this pink light, or this self-care frequency. And if there was something that was almost causing a block when it came to you giving yourself love, or you caring for yourself, you validating self, that's been lifted. Your first oracle, you have fire and water. Stillness amidst turmoil, feel emotional integration. That's where I feel like what you've been through. And with that volcano, it's like you've released or purged a lot of really difficult emotions and energies. And it's like, again, I keep hearing the calm after the storm. It's like this peaceful energy. You may also feel, do you know when you've had a cry and you've released a lot of energy and you feel really refreshed afterward? That's what I'm getting. This really refreshed. I'm going to curl up in a blanket and, you know, put on a nice film, have a cup of tea. I'm getting this energy very strongly for you. So you may notice as well, you have more downtime, and again, I do think this is coinciding with the holiday season, but I just feel in general, you're going to feel a lot more peaceful and held as well. For some of you, because you're embodying more of this energy, the divine is blessing you with connections and people where you don't have to be on defense. With the Seven of Wands and strength, and you see she's like wrestling an alligator. There's a sense of I can breathe a sigh of relief. I don't have to worry. I don't have to have my guard up. There's a sense, and again, you will still need boundaries and you will still need to use your discernment, but there's just a sense of peace coming over you, or just this sense of tranquility. I also noticed the two oracles were 7-7 and your next, the two tarot cards were 7-7 and your oracle card is 7. So you have 7-7-7 on the table, which is for me a number of divine alignment and divine support. And that's what I'm getting. You have angels and divine energies all around you. And I think you're going to be tapping into them more fully. So yes, your consciousness is expanding. You may be hearing spirit more readily as well and hearing the voice of the divine. I just see you in a place of really, I keep getting peace, harmony, love. And then again, we have these pink hues, like healing of the heart chakra, healing of your emotions. Wise action, space for grace, Kuan Yin. I also think you have ascended masters around you, specifically feminine energies, whether that be Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. I just heard Joan of Arc as well, but I'm getting a lot of feminine figures and feminine energies and essences around you. I also am hearing for some of you, your masculine and feminine energies are balancing out. And that's another way the divine is blessing you. I feel like you're coming into balance and harmony with both those elements within self. And that's part of this process. For some of you, you may have had to really be in a warrior energy or fighting or struggling through something. And now that's shifting. Yeah, you've healed the divine feminine, you've healed, and again, the heart chakra relates to the divine feminine energy, but it's like now you can be receptive. Now you can be in flow state. Now you can rest. For some of you, you may have had a lot of difficulty resting, relaxing. It could have been taking time off or having time off. I just see you in a softer energy. You have Chamber of the Violet Flame. Karmic release, radical transformation. For some of you, you've been through a lot of heat and intensity with that volcano and this violet flame, a lot of fiery energies, but it was designed to transform you. Any of these challenges or difficulties, you know, they were there to help you grow, to help you shift your consciousness. But that time, it's like after the fire, right, there's this water energy flowing through into your being, into your life, this soothing. I just had calming the flames. So if you felt like there was a lot of intensity, not only within self, this could have been within your life as well. It's like the divine now is granting you this period of rest or this period of replenishing your energy. The other oracle is Seraphim's Gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, divine support. You are going to have no doubt that the divine loves you and the divine is supporting you, because it's going to be so evident in all aspects of your life. But you may also notice an increase in synchronicities or signs like number sequences. You may literally start to hear the certain, the voice of your spirit guide, not literally, but in the sense of clair, in terms of your clairaudience, but I also think all of your clairs are increasing. You may be receiving a lot more messages or downloads from the divine. And again, when I think of angelic energy, I'm getting this light-filled, peaceful frequency. For this group, how the divine is blessing you, it's more on an inner level right now or at the point of this reading. But again, when you shift your inner frequency to this degree, it will have a ripple effect in every area of your life. You also have illumination with the Empress. So again, prayer, awakenings, seeing things very clear, because I'm hearing like, it's like this fog is clearing so you can see the trees very clearly. If you had felt a bit confused about what was happening or why there were such intense energies, it's like now you have clarity, or you're receiving clarity from the divine about why things unfolded in the manner they did. And that's giving you the peace of mind to continue. You also have miracles, and you see the rainbow here. Miracles on Knight of Wands. Again, it's like things, if in the past you felt you had to work very hard for things or to make changes or, you know, in any area of your life, that's what's shifting, because I feel things are going to be coming to you. And with Miracle on the Knight of Wands, there could be a new passionate project, opportunity, connection that comes in that feels, again, it was brought to you by the divine, by fate, but it's going to feel very guided for you, or you're going to feel very blessed when this comes into your world. It's going to feel like the divine, you know, is moving things in your favor, in the sense, again, I believe the divine, we are all divine. We all have divine blessings and divine favor, but the way your life is going to unfold, or the way something's going to come into your world, and the synchronicities and the magic around it, is going to leave you feeling very blessed. You also have Show Yourself, vulnerability, self-worth, feminine healing. And that's what I was getting. So definite feminine healing, healing of the emotions, healing as well your ability to be vulnerable and receive. And that's what I think is allowing this to come in for you. Because again, we can't accept a miracle unless we're open to it, unless we believe it's possible, unless we believe we deserve it. And I feel like that's shifting for you. Also, this softer energy that you're unfolding, this more receptive energy, is making it easier for others to connect with you, because there's greater vulnerability here. You also have heart opening, heightened sensitivity, unifying, high on love. So again, you've definitely healed the heart chakra and healed your emotional body. And what I feel is your heart is more receptive, or it's open now. There's a sense here with high on love, your frequency has risen and is definitely rising, because I kept getting that your primary emotional state now is going to be one of love, joy, inner peace. And again, that doesn't mean, I'm not saying, oh, you'll never, you know, experience a difficult moment, or you'll never have negativity in your world. But even I'm looking at that Moonstone, and it's like there's this light around you, or there's just so much divine light pouring through you, within yourself, your life, your world, that it kind of clouds out the negativity, or it not clouds out, it transmutes that energy. And with this karmic release with the violet flame, I already think you've done a lot of transformation and transmutation. Okay, so, and look here, look at the doves here. Letting go. Today, remembering that God is within and around me, I release myself to God's hands and regain my inner peace. I know God is providing me that which is most beneficial for my soul. I know that God is sending angels to help me face any difficulties that arise. I let go into God's will, knowing the best is yet to come. Yeah, so you're letting go of any lingering heaviness from the past, any karmic energies, emotions, to surrender into this. But again, you have a lot of angelic energy around you, a lot of divine support. I think some of you as well have ascended masters around you, but you're just going to be feeling so held by the divine. My creative power. I recognize the creative power of my thoughts. I know that I can use them to build or to destroy. Today, I choose to use my thoughts to create a universe filled with joy and harmony. I will maintain a positive attitude. I have the power to create love and peace. That's exactly it. It's like you're cultivating this love, this peace, this higher vibration, this Christ consciousness. You're nurturing this energy, and it will have a ripple effect in all areas of your life as well. But I just feel, you know, having come out of some of these frequencies, it's going to feel so beautiful to be in this energy. You're going to feel, again, a lot more calm, balanced, safe emotionally, peaceful. And I also think the divine, your guides, are helping you to nurture and cultivate this mindset or this energy within yourself and within your world. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 3. So how will the divine bless you? With Ascension as your main card, you're definitely ascending, your vibration is rising, but I'm hearing clarity for you. It's like you can see very clearly what's meant for you and what direction to move in. There's a sense here of knowing what, it's almost like instantaneously, I feel like you will know, okay, that's not for me, or that doesn't resonate for me, this does. And it links into the divine plan. There's a sense here that you have clarity in regards to why you were put here, what your talents, abilities, and gifts are. For some of you, this links to your life's purpose, where you're receiving a lot of clarity or downloads in regards to what your purpose is, what direction you want to move in, you know, how you feel about certain things. There's just a knowing, right? Like straight away, because it's almost with her eyes, it's like she can see through things, or she can see the gold on her journey, on her path. So I feel like you're receiving a lot of accurate downloads from Spirit around what's for you, what's not, what you're leaving behind. And I just heard as well, with 5 of Swords and 4 of Swords, you're receiving clarity in terms of what hasn't worked previously. With 2 of Pentacles and Page of Swords, if there was some sort of disappointment in the past that, you know, with 5 of Swords, something that didn't work out or something that, you know, may have hurt you at the time, it's like receiving the clarity or almost the gratitude of, oh, I'm so glad that didn't happen, or I'm so glad, you know, such and such isn't in my life, or, you know, this job or this business didn't follow through because it's led to something even greater. There's this knowing as well that you're cultivating that I can never lose or miss what's truly meant for me and what's truly aligned for me. And that makes, I feel like that's coming in, that awareness or that clarity, because something very aligned for you is about to come in, or, you know, has come in. With 3 of Pentacles as well, I feel like you're seeing your gifts or your divine abilities very clearly. With the 3 of Pentacles and the Star, it's like you may be seeing your path, right? Your life's purpose. You may be receiving downloads or ideas and very direct prompts from Spirit in regards to what's next. And there could have almost been like a waiting period with this Ascension card where you were elevating, you were expanding your consciousness, you were in preparation for your purpose, or you're in preparation to receive this information or to start, you know, moving in this direction. And now it's like you're getting the green light, and that's why the missing pieces of the puzzle are coming together. I also feel this pertains as well to relationships with the 2 of Cups, understanding very clearly who's meant for your life and who isn't, understanding, you know, what most nurtures you on a soul level. I also think you may be more direct as well in terms of setting boundaries or cutting off certain people, situations. I also feel for this group, you may be very connected to sea creatures, because I keep getting like dolphins, whale energy, even like the water planets as well. Like, or I'm getting as well like ancient Lemuria, Lemurian shaman, shadow dissolving and gaze of truth, going beyond fear, initiation. Yeah, it's like you can see through everything. If in the past you were struggling with doubt or uncertainty or not really knowing why, you know, when something closes out and we felt it was for us, and then we kind of, it can almost lead us to lose faith a little bit in the divine, because we think, well, you know, why didn't this pan out, or why didn't this happen? It's like now you're seeing the bigger picture, or you can fit those pieces of the puzzle together. You're like, oh, that's why that person left my life, or that's why that, you know, job or role or opportunity didn't come through. You also have rising to Pleiadian frequencies, sacred bond, healing clears space for higher energies. We have a divine union here as well. So that's another way the divine is blessing you. Again, some of you may already be in union. Others of you, this is coming up. But again, it's going to feel, and I feel like I'm speaking, this isn't just at the time of this reading. This could be extending into, 2025, even the next 2 years. It's going to feel over that time like your life perfectly reflects and mirrors who you really are. I think for this group, you are highly, highly spiritual, and you are very old souls. You are very advanced beings. And that could have created, it's like your energy field and your consciousness is so expansive and is so high vibrational. It could have made it difficult to find your place in the material world, right? In the physical world, in relationships, in terms of jobs, career. I don't feel for this group that you're someone that can just, how would I say, just settle or just do something because that's how everyone does it or that's how you should do it. I feel as though, you're someone that really needs to be living potentially a path that feels right at a soul level, that feels aligned, like maybe very much walking an esoteric path or following your north node. And it's almost like life is shifting or moving around you to complement that. And in the past, that may not have been the case. So it's like you're getting used to, I feel, more divine support or more love and support from the divine, and feeling as though life is working for you, not against you. Because I do feel like you may have either lacked support, or you may have felt at times with that Five of Swords when things were closing out or they weren't coming together the way you hoped, that you weren't, being provided with the support that you needed. And for some of you, that could be as well around your dreams with the Star. Now you feel as though the right people or person is coming in to support you with your dreams, or certain factors in the physical world are shifting to help you cultivate and build what you've been dreaming. It's like I keep hearing for this group, the pieces of the puzzle are slotting together. And it's like the right opportunity or the right person at the wrong time is not a blessing, right? So there's very strong energies in this group of divine timing. So how the divine is blessing you is helping you to realize why certain things couldn't come together or why certain opportunities weren't for you at different points in time. And it's coming together, or you're having this clarity because everything's fitting together perfectly now. Because the timing, your frequency, everything is aligned. You have Anunnaki light codes, energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. Yeah, with that Two of Pentacles. Part of why you're seeing clearly or receiving this clarity is because it's time to go. For some of you, you're getting a green light from the universe as it pertains to your life purpose, as it pertains to the next chapters of your life unfolding, or how things are going to shift and unfold for you. I feel like you've successfully closed out past lessons, you've gained that wisdom, there's been a complete letting go of what was. I also feel like you've overcome a lot of energies within self so that you can be in that vibration. And you have Sword of Light, divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. You have breakthrough energy with this sword sitting above the Page of Swords. So again, part of this blessing is the divine giving you really clear guidance or instruction in terms of what's next, where to focus your energy, what steps to take. And it's like if you had a vision or dream in the past, or there was something you were trying to manifest and trying to create, but you felt thwarted or you felt like you didn't know what to do or how to do it, it's like now you have that insight. Now you have that clarity. Now you know how to move ahead. When I look at that sword as well, I am getting that energy of confidence and putting your voice out there as well, or not being afraid to speak up. With cords cut, I feel like you have had to release and let go a lot of karmic energies or patterns within yourself as well, which has helped your vibration to rise. You also have purification. I feel like you've already been through this process of purification though. But Spirit is saying if there were any delays, it's like you're understanding why certain energies couldn't come with you, or why you needed like a period, for example, of solitude or rest or introspection to close out or release some of these frequencies. But in the past, you could have had the belief that, oh, maybe I'm not going to live my dreams, or maybe I can't attract in, what has felt aligned. But it's like now that hope is restored. Your belief in the divine is restored, and you're like, okay, I understand that was lessons, or that was designed as a catalyst or a trigger to help me purify, help me shed certain frequencies. Yeah, you also have voyage. But can you see here as well, there's another, looks like a baby whale underneath. There's something about either someone or certain people joining you on your path. Yeah, definitely I'm seeing a union here, or the potential for union. This could be like cultivating a family. This could be soul family, but people who are spiritually aligned and are there to help you on your path. And it's funny, I was seeing dolphins and whales for you, and we have whales here, and then we have dolphins on this card. But with voyage, it's like you've purified, or you've ascended to such a level or a frequency where now you're ready for this voyage. Now you're ready for this journey forward. And I just heard as well, the path is clear. So it's like as you venture toward your purpose, and what is not just your purpose, it's the relationships, the situations, the experiences that are aligned and nurturing to you at a soul level. It's across the board in your life. But I feel because of that, it's like there's not going to be the turmoil or the closed doors or the roadblocks you faced in the past. And again, you could have always been someone that was very awake, very conscious, very spiritual. But I don't know, it's like when you went out into the world, like say you were trying to find your place in terms of career and finances, connections, it may have been like a lot of closed doors, or you may have faced certain rejections from certain people, situations. It's like, why can't I catch a break? I'm getting that energy almost of feeling frustrated, like I'm connecting with the divine. I feel as though I'm in a loving vibration, but my world is not reflecting that. And what's happening now is, again, you've risen to such a level that it's like it's transmuted or cleared any of the energies that could have created, chaos or disappointment or setbacks. But I also feel in general, you're in this really high frequency of knowing and seeing and trusting completely in the divine plan. But there were energies that were being released or emptied out within you. And sometimes the catalyst for that, or the trigger, is a rejection or the ending of a job or a relationship or a closed door. We have let go, surrender, release, patterns and triggers, Pleiades. Again, you're definitely starseeds. We have Pleiadian energy twice. So some of you may definitely resonate with being Pleiadian starseeds. But can you see this pearl here as well in this rainbow? It takes time to cultivate that pearl. And that's what I'm getting for you, is it takes time to grow into the fullness of who you are and to cultivate that wisdom. And Spirit may have sent certain people or situations onto your path to help. I'm seeing, like they say the pearl is cultivated by the irritant of the sand. Spirit may have sent, or the divine sent, irritants onto your path that were designed as, again, catalysts. They're also drawing up any karmic patterns, belief systems, energies that needed to be purged and released. And with this sitting above the Two of Cups as well, I think some of these situations were actually preparation for divine union, or preparation for the jobs, the business, the relationship. Because again, I feel like I'm talking about more than one area of your life that is designed or aligned for you. It's like practice. And it's like your viewpoint is shifting, where you see it as a school, or you see it as necessary for cultivating your growth, rather than life working against you. And again, you could have been quite isolated. Part of this feeling like life was against you or not having support, you may have had to literally walk the path alone. And that's what's shifting as well. And that's how the divine is blessing you. You have dolphins again with diamond heartseed crystal, golden age wisdom, DNA activation, Lemuria, priestess awakening. For this group, you're definitely psychic and you have very pronounced spiritual gifts. Now, and it could be as well, like you're coming more fully into your talents and gifts, or your spiritual truth and knowing, or you're being granted more opportunities to use these gifts. But it's almost like you had to shed certain energies to make room for this. With golden age wisdom as well, this group, you have a lot of wisdom, or what would I say? It's like in your DNA, like you're just such an old ancient soul. Your very frequency is very healing, but it could have taken time for you to get to know all these aspects of self and really deep dive into your soul, into your Akashic records. And that's what's helping this increase in clarity. You have hope. As I enter the great school of life, I hold tight to my faith in God. God's love guides me and guards me in every situation I encounter. Regardless of what I confront, I trust in my true nature. Today I welcome life. I know the light will always return and there will always be infinite possibilities for me. So again, hope and trust has been increased and restored within you. And that's what I'm seeing, like with regardless of what I confront, it's like the illusion of the physical or what appears in the physical no longer can shake your faith in God, in the divine. And your second card, I have faith in life. Today I give myself to life. I live in the here and now without concern for tomorrow because God is always near and will never let me fall. My faith surrounds me with light no matter the circumstances. I let go, having faith that life will always provide what is most beneficial for my soul. That's exactly the belief we've been talking about. And you can see like God's hands literally offering. It's knowing that whatever appears on your path has been sent by God or has been sent by you, in the sense that, you know, not you as in the ego, not you as in the conscious self, but at a soul level, you know, we are calling in certain experiences, right? Even those that feel aversive, the soul, the divine God source within us has a role in everything that unfolds. And at the core, everything is God and source always. And it's being able to peer through illusion. And that's ultimately enlightenment, right? Where we can maintain that level of awareness and consciousness. And with ascension, that's what I see happening. And you may be realizing without these disappointments, this suffering, or a particular experience, something ending, I wouldn't have grown to this level spiritually. I wouldn't be in this energy of, you know, ascension, expansion, enlightened consciousness and awareness. Because I feel for this group, it's like your faith, your hope, your love for the divine is unshakable. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 4. So how will the divine bless you? I feel like you've broken through any limitations in the mind about what's possible for you. It's tapping into kind of infinite possibilities, the belief that anything is possible, seeing your potential more clearly as well. And that's allowing, I feel, because for this group, how the divine is blessing you is with a wonderful idea. Yeah, a wonderful idea. This could be a creative project here with creative intelligence. It could be a business, but it's with success essentially, because we finish on the 6 of Wands. And it's like you've prepared your energy, or you're in this receptive state where you're open to this, right? Where you believe anything's possible. I feel for some of you, you've actually let go, or you actually surrendered the desire for success, or the desire, because with the Chariot, this is like go-getter energy, like trying to make things happen and push ahead and, you know, forge things. Whereas with you, I'm seeing you completely surrendered, just moving with life in this divine feminine receptive energy. And then this idea or this insight drops in that I feel for many of you acted upon, brings a lot of success and really drastically changes your financial status. There's a lot of new, I keep getting this birth energy as well, giving birth to something. But I feel like you receive this when you completely let go, or you're just in solitude with the hermit. You're in meditation, or you're going for a hike, or there's something about the stillness, and then you get this idea. But with the 7 of Swords, 8 of Cups, Justice, Ace of Swords, look at all the energies you've had to free yourself from. 7 of Swords is fear or self-doubt. With Ace of Swords, you may have had to let go of certain karmic patterns, behaviors, thought patterns, anything that kept you small. I think this group, you've had to free yourself as well. I just heard from your shadow. So for some of you, you've done a tremendous amount of shadow work, which is what is enabling this to come in for you. And with the Hermit and 9 of Pentacles, you know those ideas we get and it feels like it's straight from God or it's straight from source. That's what I'm getting for you. I'm thinking of that book and that film, Eat, Pray, Love. And, you know, obviously she went on that journey and then wrote that book that was quite successful. But that's what I'm getting. It's like, she had the courage to kind of follow her own path, right? There's something here around you being trusting in the divine, being really open and receptive and just being blessed with this beautiful idea. But again, it's like flowing with it. This isn't success. And when I say flowing, we literally have the Chariot here on water. There's a sense here of, it's not to say you won't take action, but it's almost as though it could be you're so passionate about this idea. And again, it could be a creative project. It could be a business. I do think it's something you yourself are doing independently or something you're creating. Yeah, creating or building, or there's something here around you kind of taking this path or taking action on it. But it doesn't feel hard as such. And it could be because you're so passionate and inspired by it that it just kind of flows or things come together. And that's another way you can know something is really divinely aligned for you, because it tends to just come together, or there's just, I don't know how to say, like there's no resistance, right? Now, the other reason is because you've removed and healed and transmuted a lot of blocks or resistance that could have been there in the past. And because of your frequency, it's better able to come in. So right now, at the point you listen to this reading, you may want to spend time in solitude. You may want to meditate. Just be open and receptive so certain ideas can come to you, or can, you know, it's almost like the divine can download it to you and through you. With the Hermit and the Chariot beneath it, also I see you coming out a period of stillness where there may have been some, you know, it was quiet, there was not a lot happening, or there wasn't a lot of movement, and now things are really starting to move. You have Cosmic Heart Source, source of all, true home, just be, heart connection. Again, you let go of a lot, and I feel like you surrendered, and that's what has enabled this to come in for you or come through. I also am getting this sense of trusting your heart, trusting the divine. But would just be, some of you have really worked on cultivating, if in the past you were more focused or driven on success in a more, not forceful way, but divine masculine way, where it's like, you know, I have to keep taking action. I have to be busy. It's like you're learning the balance of rest and stillness and action, right? And that's what's helping you cultivate this as well, because if we're too far in the divine masculine energy, and again, we all have a balance of masculine and feminine energies, but if we're too far in the masculine, it doesn't lead us time, number one, for rest and replenishing our energy, but the greatest action and movement comes out of stillness, right? So it's like you need the stillness as the backdrop to action or movement. And that there's something about getting that balance right, or you being in a period of stillness and just being in the present moment, and then this comes in. Then we have nurture. Self-healing, Ruby Ray, birthing the new earth. Again, you're giving birth to something. Now, what that is for all of you will vary, but I definitely feel there's a very fertile energy within and around you. I also am getting a really strong energy if you have really been taking wonderful care of yourself with self-healing. I'm getting like lifestyle, taking great care of the physical health, mental and emotional health, just being in a really great vibration, spiritual health, meditation. Keep up with those practices, because I feel like they're what are giving you this beautiful energy and alignment. And that's what's going to give you the energy to follow through on this download, this vision, this idea. I felt called to grab 3 cards for this deck. You also had whale teaching, depth of experience and healing, teacher and mentor, share wisdom. Yeah, and for some of you, especially with this sitting above self-healing, again, I feel like you've done a lot of shadow work, because with that whale as well, I'm getting like deep diving into the emotional body, going into the darkness, into the depths, and it helped to liberate you, I feel. But we share wisdom. It's like I'm seeing this whale diving into the depths, and then it's bringing forth hidden treasure, right? It's bringing forth, it could be, again, going into silence, into meditation, and bringing forth a great idea from the divine. But there could be certain gifts or abilities or ideas that were kind of buried in your consciousness that are surfacing, or even abilities and gifts you have. We have Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution. Yeah, I think, especially with justice, which is all about balance and peace, I feel like you've resolved certain karmic challenges, any toxic energies. I feel like I'm not really feeling that in your energy field. And the fact you've overcome these frequencies as well enables you to move in this new direction. With Pleiadian energy to me is very creative and very creatively inspired. So I am getting that frequency for you as well. You also have stellar gateway activation, infinite potential, manifestation, vortex. Yeah. I said at the beginning something about feeling you had, like tapping into the infinite, right? Clearing limiting beliefs, clearing any lack mentality. And that's what I feel. It's like as you've cleansed your consciousness, as you've cleared out certain beliefs or ideas about what's possible, because for some of you, what you're creating could be very original. If this is like a creative project, it could be something that's, outside the norm or out of the box. It could be, for those of you where it's like a business or a product, there could be an element of pioneering something where it's very original. And you have embracing. I already said with the Hermit here, embracing the darkness, embracing the shadows, doing a lot of shadow work. I feel like you're very whole and you're very integrated and you've perfectly balanced the masculine and feminine polarities within yourself. I also feel I'm getting a disposition, someone who's very joyful and very optimistic, especially because I keep looking at this sunflower and we have the Sunstone. So I'm getting this energy as well. How the divine is blessing you is, with creativity, fertility, rebirth energy. This is like coming out of that cocoon as a butterfly. There's an energy of your life having been transformed and you being in a very high vibration. You also have opportunity here. This opportunity, this idea, what you're cultivating is going to bring a lot of abundance and a huge change to your financial status. But again, I keep hearing you had to confront the shadows or the darkness with that moon energy, or there's something about now it's like you're coming into the light. If you feel like you've been through a dark night of the soul or you were kind of going through some shadow work, there were some energies that were difficult for you to heal and confront and move through, it's an end of that cycle or an end to that energy. You have secret garden, sacred space, cultivate your space, inner beauty, self-care. So you have self-healing and self-care. Again, continually pouring into yourself. I keep getting, this makes me think of having like a altar, like a divine altar or a corner of your room or a room in the home when you can kind of have, where it's kind of beautiful, peaceful, where you go to meditate or you go to write or create or paint. I just get like a sanctuary energy. Now, some of you, that could be like your entire home or your living space where you've really cultivated in a way that's really inspiring to you or makes you feel beautiful, makes you feel lit up. And you have go with the flow, divine mother, Shekinah flow, detach. I already mentioned like there's this energy of flow state. And what's funny, it's like by letting go, you bring in the Six of Wands, you bring in that success because you were able to surrender. I also think for some of you, you balanced out that masculine and feminine energy and you know the perfect time to rest and the perfect time to act. And you're very in alignment. Again, with Divine Mother, I keep getting giving birth. There's a really strong energy of birth in this reading. And that's, that also ties into creativity as well. But there's just really potent energies within you and around you. And that's how the divine is blessing you. And again, I feel like once acted upon, it does lead to a lot of success. And it's like you and your life are flourishing. It's like a rose that's ready to unfurl. There's something about you that's blooming or blossoming in this coming season. Return to the inner temple. Today I rediscover my inner self in sacred silence. This is the inner temple in which I am able to calmly study the lessons life has provided me. Here I regain my sense of tranquility. I retrieve my trust in the universe. Bathed in the light of my inner temple, I now remember the value of each and every step of my life. What was I saying about retreating? Like inner temple, I said sanctuary. And also I said, I feel like this comes through in stillness. Some of you have been doing some sort of meditative practice, or you've just been working. It could be being in nature. There's something about going into silence and this download comes in, or this clarity. And then you take action on it, build it, and it brings a lot of abundance and success. And your final card is achievement. As I advance on the road towards achievement, I discover my greatest strengths and learn from each challenge. I believe in my truest potential. Today I have faith in my abilities and in myself. I move forward towards the fulfillment of my vision. I reach my objectives. I am courageous. I embrace life. I am always in good company on this journey towards the light. Yeah, so again, we have success, we have achievement, you kind of climbing that ladder. But some of what you may have had to overcome with those shadowy energies was self-doubt or a lack of faith in yourself, your dreams, or that, you know, that negative voice that's like, oh, how are you going to do that? Or how is that possible? Or how can you be, you know, happy and successful doing that? There's something like that where there could have been some limiting beliefs or ideas and thoughts that you had that weren't really conducive to success, or weren't conducive to, for example, creating this idea. If I have a really strong inner critic and I get a download for an idea that's wonderful, but it's like a little from left field, or it's a little unusual, I may have a lot more fear or resistance when it comes to acting on it, because there's a greater part of me that believes it's not fully possible, or there may be a greater part of me that doesn't really think, you know, I can be abundant, or or that people will understand it, and it may shoot that idea down before I even take action. And there's something about your energy now that, yes, there's an energy here of stillness and receptivity so that the divine can speak through you or to you and inspire you, but it's also, there's nothing within your consciousness that obstructs this energy now. I just saw as well 1414 on the timer, which breaks down to 5-5. So again, a lot of new opportunities, new beginnings, fresh energy for you. It's like coming into that spring, summer energy on a personal level and a soul level. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day.